you with love. So tonight is a very special night. This one for you. So the treasury broke and they say that reset and jamming. A sort of foreign countries, yes, we start migrating. We lose faith in the country, they say we gone down the drain. They say no more, but we see happy times again. For the will to recover in my people, I have confidence. Although many may seem to feel that I talking nonsense, but the majority of us decide we're not going to run, because now is the time for showing patriotism. Why our country facing its darkest hour, and our people need us today more than ever. But in our fight to recover, if ever you feel to surrender, I tell you one little thing that I want we always remember. What we could make it if we just a little harder. If we just give one more try, life would be much sweeter. From the time Trini analyzed just what was the problem, yes, we start making very positive moves to solve them. We fired the old settlement and it just we had working. And it's a new troop we went and we bring in. And if the goods we require them new managers not supplying, when election time was the year of the woman. They gave the whole of 79 to the children. But brother man, black stallion say beware. 81 in Trinidad is vampire, yeah. Trinity vampire pack up in class. It's every 5 years they just pass. With crucifix and cross they could make the grave. There's only chalice and loud smoke they free. So
if the chalice smoking, vampire passing.
Big vampire, small vampire, party vampire, milestone vampire.
If the chalice smoking, vampire passing.
The man little whiskey hole in a party gain with money just to stop me.
If the chalice smoking, vampire passing.
Vampire with PhD, HC and AC. Vampire from in the university. Vampire with that chic jacket and tie. Vampire telling you they don't lie. Just a little bit of blood will do. They're taking some sweat and some tears too. And from the time you join up you will pay. You see in them the next 5 years again.
If the chalice smoking, vampire passing.
Collation vampire, milestone vampire, humble vampire, look up vampire.
If the chalice smoking, vampire passing.
Close up your front door, close up your back door, hang up your steel bread, turn round your bed head.
If the chalice smoking, vampire passing.
Vampire, like peace crossing through ghetto. When they're looking for blood, oh Lord, they know where to go. With banners and placards evermore. Every minute of the day, knocking at your door. But they're making sure before they pass. They're taking all the chillum and grass. An hour or so before they come. They're so bad for one with whiskey and rum. So
If the chalice smoking, vampire passing.
Collation vampire, milestone vampire, humble vampire, weird vampire.
If the chalice smoking, vampire passing.
They're saying how they care about the welfare, see them with them out come just to get their stuff.
If the chalice smoking, vampire passing.
The best type of blood for pretty vampire. They say is when they suck the blood and liver. So from the time they come, you're sure to hear them say, hey, hey, we come out to give liver happily. But them driving wrong in big Cadillac. Chauffeur triple with them at the back. And the only play that liver get in is the man behind the steering driving.
If the chalice smoking, vampire passing.
From a little vampire, weird vampire, group vampire, feature vampire.
If the chalice smoking, vampire passing.
Starting in the morning.
And good night to Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. Yeah, keep the chalice burning and the sea passing.
Smoking vampire pass.
Bolera vampire, humble vampire, lick up vampire, wear vampire.
Keep the chalice burning and the sea passing. And we hope that you have had a fabulous day today.
All vampire.
Hope everything has been going just your way today, huh? Yeah, it's been a kind of busy one for me. This couple of weeks have been extremely busy. Yeah, that's how it goes sometimes. That's just how it goes sometimes, yeah?
Leroy, you can
Yeah.
again and welcome.
Let me say a special good night to all of you joining us via We Noise Radio. Yeah, they're on with us. We Noise Radio. Good night to each and every one of you. Hope that you all are having a fabulous night tonight.
This one for you.
Folks, remember to like and share the video.
Life may be tough.
Those of you on Facebook, like and share. Those of you on YouTube, remember to like, yeah? And if you're not yet subscribed to the YouTube page, make sure you subscribe.
But we must keep fighting.
And to those of you on the Facebook, remember to follow the page, yeah?
We gotta keep working towards a better future. We will never be always down and be fighting.
We have certain goals that we intend to meet within the first 3 months of this year, program-wise, and it's trending nicely towards each of them. I won't make it public. I make the thing public.
I think more positive. Look at the brightest.
One thing that I would say, though, is that we are looking at the possibility of going live via radio, yeah?
Silver light.
Because there are still many people that meet me and ask how they can get the program. They're not too technically inclined, so you can't tell them about go and sign in on this site and go and, yeah, they ain't into that, no.
Falling down, but you must.
And we have to cater for everyone, so we are looking at that possibility.
And we keep stoking time, but we must keep fighting. Remember they say that nothing lasts forever. One day is for the slave, one day for the master. So always keep your courage up. Don't allow confidence to drop. One day we'll be right here on top.
So good night to Marilyn Ferguson. That's the first name I see tonight. Betty James, good night to you. Landon Jane John Mark. Sherms Houston, good night to you. Wallan Akwat, good night. Tegwa, good night to you. Cynthia B. Ruth Thomas. Theresa Collymore, Nesta Sinclair.
Look at the bright side is where big boy.
Teresa Gill, I see you. Errol Bonaparte. Norma Roberts. Lucy King, good night to you. Cicely Celestine, Olive McEwen. Nurse practitioner Wendy Ann McGuire, good night to you. Leslie James, Yvonne Courtney, good night. Mary Loyalty. Esther Peters, Agnes Dowden. Jacqueline Wells, good night to you. Let me see who else is there. Latoya McGuire, good night. Good night to you, and I hope you're having a fabulous one, huh? Winnie Simon, yeah. Enid Dakota, McLean Mitchell, Laslyn Douglas, Landa Ragbasing, Sharon Felix, Evelyn Narayan, Margaret Felix. And let's see who's on the YouTube.
We must think positive and think more positive. Look on the brighter side. Look on the brighter side. Because I see a silver.
Teresa, Alban, and Gillian. Marilyn, Phyllis, and Francis. Rosalind, Baby Daddy, Anne-Marie, Angela, Jacinta, Sky, Kathleen, Errol, Agnes, Sherma, Deborah, Jackie,
Keep standing.
Hermione, Faithful in Harley Douglas,
When I grind,
Clive, Marianne,
no time, but we must keep.
Alishra, Vanessa, Deborah, Patsy, Carib Spice, good night. Bernadette,
What?
Gemma, I see Patsy, Moko Ben,
Yeah.
Joe, good night.
Keep your courage up.
Joyce, Anna,
Confidence.
Eddie, yeah, I see
Will
you.
be
Agatha, Jenny, yeah.
front of. While we appreciate
Jerome, good night to you.
life, got to give. Regardless what's the hurt.
Alcy Peters, Dalma Scott, yeah. Stephanie John, good night.
Aside.
Sonia, Kim, Shirley, David,
Because
and Hermione.
we are silver lining behind the great cloud we're passing. Look on the bright side. Look on the bright side.
Bright side is where we going. Yes, indeed, folks, it is time for Talking Points, and as usual, it's wonderful being here with you, yeah? And we're going to leave the phone lines open because, again, I'm not starting back the Friday programs quite as yet, yeah? So we're going to leave the phone lines open tonight. You can call at any time on any issue. And good night to Mr. Handsome. Yeah, man. Yeah. Good night to you, sir. Yes, indeed. And the phone number, 440-7377, 347-329-3101. That's the number for you to get on the inside. Let me come local. Well, when you go Black Stallion, you kind of come local because Black Stallion is a Grenadian. But, yeah, let me come a little more local and think. We are now 15 days away. Yeah, well, just a little under 15 days away from Independence Day, huh? And this one is by former multiple crown winner.
Hello, Grenada.
Of the Independence Sky Mona.
How you doing? How you doing?
Young Song. And this is what he has for 2025.
I'm a real Grenadian. Listen this. February 7th is a special day when all Grenadians should remember Sir Eric Matthew Gary. Eric formulated a plan, took it to the Queen of England. When he returned, Grenada gained no independence. So the vex and stretch him out. He was a champion without a doubt. We must now appreciate the good thing Uncle Don. So let us stand up now with attention. Anytime the anthem play, and don't procrastinate. Just join with me and celebrate everybody. Show them your flag, show them your flag. Put it up high and say happy anniversary. Lovely spice country. Everybody show them your flag, show them your flag, show them your flag and say happy independence. To all Grenadians while we jumping up and waving that flag. We must not forget Mr. Anthony George. He is the man that designed the flag for we. Right now we say thank you, Georgie, for what you done for this country. Come and take a bow, you have the best design in the world. Everybody show them your flag, show them your flag. Put it up high and say happy anniversary. Lovely spice country. Everybody show them your flag, show them your flag. Put it up high and say happy independence to all Grenadians. February 7th is a special day when Grenadian everywhere should say a special prayer. Say a prayer for this nation, government and opposition, so that they could see eye to eye and work hand in hand. We just had a big election, so it's time to unveil a plan to put back this country in position number one. So I don't want to see idling, I don't want to get no bickering. Let's continue working from success to poison in everybody. Show them your flag, show them.
And I think we have a caller online. Let's go to the phone line. Let me see. I have to make sure I hit the right one these days. Hello, good night. Hello, good night.
This is Scott.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm fine.
All right, you're live. Go right ahead, man. You're live.
We're getting on with the cool and stuff. You're
Man,
good again?
Man,
I see you still making a little coughing now and then.
strange.
Anyhow,
Today the
listen.
cough came back today.
What?
I don't know what happened. The cough came back today. This thing like you have a second rungs.
You gotta gargle out your throat, man. Gargle out your throat. Boil some spearmint or some kind of mintish thing. Put it in some water and gargle out your throat. It's just a tickling you're getting in the back there.
But it's that time of year.
Listen, I am not even want any medical advice. I am not qualified, but I tell you what I do for myself. Take a little broadleaf thyme or some kind of mintish bush and boil it and gargle out your throat. Boil it strong. Yeah, you're drinking your big cup, man.
Yeah, man.
Anyhow, listen, what I call you about tonight, I want to use the program to complement GBN. I find that they step up in the news program a lot visually, to show certain things. I was really impressed tonight to see food. I also want to compliment the leader of the opposition to show the government how a press conference is run. Because although she was not really be able to hear what the person was saying via Zoom, she still gets a gist and answer the question correctly. She is not dodging and playing hide and seek. That is a press conference of a difference. And we are moving forward. Texting to Sheldon, tonight I see the statistics from the program, the
CBI program.
hold on a minute. Yeah, Sheldon, the CBI program. You understand? It shows certain things, but I don't know, man. It's the Chinese, and then Nigerians, and then you have people you do not know. I hope that they really test to see the people credentials, because right now, in my situation, how I'm thinking, the world is going to go through a big changes here. A man that was ex-president come back. I don't know how you feel about him, and I don't really care. I don't really like him that much. I find him to be arrogant and what's not. But he has certain policies, and as you see, he's stepping and he laid down the law, and this is how the world is going to run and what's not. So all of those things we have to take in control this year, because the times is changing and it can change fast. This year is going to be fast. This is 25 and it's quarter century going on to the next situation. So I don't think I have nothing much more to say about that. Trying to keep myself cool this year and comfortable, and I enjoy the program. I enjoy listening to Fadu. Fadu make a great contribution last night, and I tell you the truth, right? I could hear the frustration in the gentleman's voice. And I could hear the frustrations in a lot of callers' voices, and realizing it's a frustrated situation. And until Grenadians really stand up and take a stance and show, you stand for righteousness and not wickedness, you're going to go through things that are going to set you back 15 years. 15 years, because these people don't really have no concern about Grenadians. They care about the ego and the money and dipping in the pockets and doing a lot of things. And if you look around the Caribbean, they don't have that. So if Grenadians can sit back and wait till the S hit the fan, you understand? Anyway, have a good night, Mr. Scott. I'm hogging your program, because I could like to talk a lot. So I tell you, I keep it short this year.
No
Love you, my brother.
All right, my brother, no problem. Yes, indeed. Well, no, they didn't hear the phone beeping or anything, so you had the floor. Camille Teresa Scott, a special good night to you, my dear. Hope everything is going all well and okay with you today. Yes, indeed. Patricia and Matthew, I hope that you all are okay as well. Patricia, all right, nice. Matthew, okay. That's all I have to say. Right, 440-7377 and 347-329-3101. Those are the numbers for you to call and get on to the inside of tonight's program. And the caller did reference that we are in for some significant changes in how things operate. Let me say that again. We are in for some significant changes in how things operate. We may very well see in the medium term and long term the cost of living going up due to some of the measures that are taking place in the US right now. And I'll come back to that in a short while. We've got a call online. Hello, good night.
Hi, good night, Sheldon.
Hey, how you do?
I'm fine, man.
All right, you go right ahead. You're live.
Yeah. Well, I was looking at Jenny Fallon program this afternoon, and there's certain things that she said, and I personally I agree with her. I think that we, the NNP opposition, we are taking too much thing from Mr. Deacon Mitchell and his party. She said something like, "Here we don't have the numbers in Parliament, but we have to stand up there and ask for a sort of no confidence, right? At least it will go down on the record, and they will realize that the people want a no confidence, something we won't get it because we don't have the numbers, but that will be on record." Another thing is that I personally think that we as a NNP supporters, we too laid back and taking things. I feel that we should do something, organize some matching, something, some way, at a regular basis with a big crowd, and let Mr. Deacon and his party see that we are not satisfied with the governance. The kind of thing that this man is doing, and his party, I mean, the arrogance. There's something I heard she also said about with the Jones show and this sort of things. The kind of monies that she think that is, she said, well, it's facts that she said. It's facts, not no sort of thing like a wonder and this sort of thing. It's facts. That's why they're not telling us the figures. The figures are with the Jones show is so much lower to the kind of idea that they're putting out. I say that we need to get answers. We have to get answers. These people is doing as though the Grenadian taxpayers' money is their own piggy bank. They can do what they want. And it's frustrating. It's really frustrating. They're going away. They're lying to us. He's saying that he's in England and he's not in England. We understand that he left and went to Dubai and them sort of thing. He has some spaces between, and they're not telling people what is going on. When they come back home, they're not bringing anything for us, and they're not telling us anything. We have to hold them to that. People vote them there. They're supposed to give us answers. And we need to do something drastic, not violent, but by the law. We need to go out there and do some matching and let them know that we do satisfy. Understand? And I think that that's a valid point. I personally support it. And I will try my best to see if I can stir people up to do something about that matching, because too much wrong things going on in this place. Too much. Okay? Thank you. That's my contribution.
All right, my brother. Yes, indeed. I've got this to say, though. And I just want to frame it properly. And I'll come back to it. Let me get to this call. I'm giving the callers the preference. Hello, good night. Hello, good night.
Hello?
Yes, we're hearing
Hello?
you. Yeah, we're hearing you, caller. You go right ahead.
Hello, very Sheldon?
Yes, sir. Go right ahead. We're hearing you.
Yeah, good night, Sheldon. Yeah, Sheldon, I understand that the former Prime Minister of NDC, he also campaigning. He and the Minister of Finance. I asked him several questions. They are also campaigning, the former Prime Minister. He go campaigning. I asked myself, why are they going to tell these people that vote for them, they will begin permanent again? Because when you analyze NDC, and the foot soldiers who campaigned for them to begin with, they turned their back on them. Mr. Tillman Thomas is going on campaign because he know he have a big work. A big work to get, because he the acting Governor General, so he campaign for that. But while the foot soldiers who campaigned for NDC, they had nothing to get. Somebody that was working the home. So they go back and lie and tell people again, campaign for them, we will make you all permanent. We will raise your salary again. I want the people, the Grenadian poor people know. We, the NMP party, when we go campaigning, we're not campaigning to full our pocket. We campaigning to make sure that your living standard is better. It will make your living standard better, and because when your living standard better, it benefits everyone because you all will be getting money. The business place will be benefiting from that. But when NDC, the hierarchy of NDC, and some of the NDC people who fight in the pocket go on campaign, they go on campaign to fill a pocket and not to help you live in standard better. And this is exactly what NDC do, because look, things hard in the country. The country have money, Sheldon. But who benefiting from the money? Eh? Who benefiting? Even this, I say the NDC, so that the locals and people, they have nothing to get. They feel in the pressure under this government. Well, I want to say to them, NMP is the party to rescue all. NMP that we keep going out campaigning and want to make sure that when they came back in office, they don't see party, they don't see color, what they see people. And because Grenada small island, Sheldon, because some of the NMP, we are from like the NDC. I want everybody to be prosperous and to benefit for whatsoever money that the country got, everybody should benefit. But right now, under this present government, only those who up that fill in the pocket. While the little matter who have something in the pocket getting less and less, nothing for them. But Charlotte, I want to say to the Grenadian people, yes, you all made a mistake, come into the house. The house is empty. There is room. And we put in a bigger veranda in the front, veranda in the back to hold you. Because in the house there is love and peace. And that house will rescue all with a leader that is, she know what she have a vision for the country, take our country forward. While you have a prime minister have no vision. The only vision that they have is a fully pocket and to lie and to deceive the Grenadian people. But I want to say to Grenadian people, come into the house. The house is open. Anytime you want to come in. Well, shall have a place.
All right, thank you so very much, caller. 44073777 and 347-329-3101. And let me deal with the first one I was dealing with first before I come back to the second one, because sometimes I kind of lose track of what it is we were discussing. The first one I was discussing is that listening to what is taking place in the United States since Monday, if you are minded, if you're a business person or so, even as consumers, we must be seriously concerned. Some of the measures that are being taken by President Trump in order to protect the American economy. Now, I'm saying it as he is saying it. He's saying the American people are who voted for him. Not Canadians, not French people, not British people, not Grenadians. The people who voted for him are Americans. And as such, he is only interested in looking after the welfare of Americans. You could agree with him or you could disagree with him. It's up to you. The bottom line is, he is the President of the United States of America. As such, he has decided that one of the measures he's going to use to protect the American economy is that he's going to force jobs back into America. So in other words, if you're making this mouse, and you're making this mouse, an American company is making this mouse, generally what they would do is that they would go to China and have the mouse made in China because the cost of production is way lower. So Chinese get the jobs, the Chinese people get the jobs to make this mouse, which is then sold back to America by an American company. But if that American company is in financial trouble, they receive financial assistance, not from the Chinese government, where jobs are being created and industries created, but they receive finances from the American government. The bailouts come not from the Chinese government, they come from the American government, which are then spent again to produce the item in China. Trump has said, that done. You have to produce stuff, you're producing it in the United States. If you produce it in China, he's going to place tariffs on it that are going to send the cost of that item so high that it would not make sense for you to compete with anybody making the same item in the United States. So he's trying this to protect, in his words, I'm just saying what he's saying, in his words, he's doing this to protect the American economy. He does not believe that the American taxpayer should be paying money to a company that is then utilizing that money in another country, be it India, be it China, be it even here in Grenada. He does not believe that the American government should be spending money on companies that then use that money in other countries to get jobs and then ship back the items into the United States without tariffs on them so that they can be sold at a cheap price. The problem with that is if he imposes tariffs on a lot of these items, the price of these items is going to go up, even if it's in the interim between the time when they decide, well, okay, we give up. We're going to go and start our industry back in the United States. Within that space of time, these items may see a spike. They're going up in price and so, which means that we, who tend to get a lot of our stuff out of the United States, even though it's made in China, we still get a lot of our stuff out of the United States. Be it clothes, be it electronics, whatever it is. A lot of the stuff is made in China, sold through the United States and comes down here. So that if the price goes up in the United States, guess what's happening to us? So businesses are seriously concerned, at least businesses that know what's going on and understand what is taking place, they are seriously concerned with what is taking place in the United States. President Trump say, Americans that vote him in, he only care about Americans. He's not going and fight wars in other place. He's not going through all of that. He's spending his money in the United States. Again, you may like him, you may not like him, you may agree, but you may not agree. But this is what he has said he is going to do. And he has signed several executive orders already to start the ball rolling on that sort of thing. Which means that many items that we get in right now at one price, we may very well see that in the coming weeks to coming months, within the next year, that the price of those items may skyrocket. I'm no economist, but at least I think I have enough sense to understand that that will happen. Now the problem with that is that you have businesses here in Grenada now, who to supply the Grenadian market buy a lot of this stuff out of Miami and so on, so they buy them out of the United States, according to what the item is. Sometimes they have other markets they get stuff from. Some even get it as far as from China, but generally you get it out of the United States. Now these businesses are in a situation where they're facing that uncertainty with what is going on right now in the United States and soon to happen in other countries due to the decisions being taken by President Trump. Now due to that, things are going to happen to us, our economy here in Grenada. Now you've started the year so far without a budget. So the businesses here in Grenada don't even know if they are going to receive concessions, if they are going to receive tax breaks, what that might look like. So they have started their business year sort of uncertain. They don't know if there's going to be an increase in VAT on some items or a decrease on VAT. So they can't make proper projections for the first quarter and the first half of the year and the third quarter and the full year. They can't make proper projections as a business. In other words, you have a business. You say, okay, we should make $2 million by that time. We intend to make that with what we have in stock, what we have coming, and the pricing and so on. That is what we should make then. And by this time, that is how much we could make. And we may expand if our profit margin is this and whatever. Right? Businesses can't do that right now because they don't know what the government is doing. And up to this point in time, the government still have not announced when budget date is, much less any of the measures that may be taken in the budget. So they don't know if they're going to be facing increased taxation. They don't know if they're going to be facing decreased taxation. They don't know. So you have trouble on the home front, and they still have trouble on the American front. It ain't easy for businesses right now. We have a call online. Good night. Hello? Hello, caller, pay attention to the phone line. Hello, hello. Hello. Okay, caller, we'll have to discontinue the call. I hear you listening to the phone in the background. Pay attention to the phone line. All right, we have a caller online. Hello, good night.
Hey, Sheldon.
Hey, hot go, sir?
Hey, you got me. Yep. I understand what you said. I heard what you said. But if we realize that the price hike started under Joe Biden, he cut it all the fuel, raised the prices, cut all the drilling, prices went up. If I gotta transport my goods, I gotta pay more for fuel. When I pay more for fuel and I transport my goods, you will pay more to get your goods. And the next thing, with what Trump is saying, with the folks that send the stuff to China to manufacture, they said slave labor, cheap labor. You work it for nothing and you bring it back here and you sell it for top of the dollars. So then we will be suffering still. So what he's saying, you bring the job back and you bring it back to your people. And hey, charity begins at home. And we got to look out for ourselves. We look out for others too, but when you take care of yourself, then you can help others. Put on that mask first, get yourself straightened out, and then you help others. When we stable out, everybody will prosper. High tide, rise all boat. So, this just a little bit I got. No economist as you too, but if I got to pay more for gas, the bus fare going to go up. Stuff in the shop going to go up. And next thing we're thinking about again, with agriculture, that is going out the door. See, all of food is now coming from factories and labs. And what we do in the farmland, we're building houses. And we're building warehouses to manufacture for the big box stores them. That's how little as I could afford tonight. And hello to Kami and all the folks on the spice aisle. Take it easy, bro.
All right, thank you so very much. Yes, indeed. Now, one of the things that he did mention is that he is going to allow drilling to take place within the United States. And again, he has basically pulled out of all those environmental protocols. And so we as a small island state are the ones that may, at the end of the day with climate change, you have what took place in Carriacou last year as some of the effects of climate change. We have a caller online. Hello? Caller, pay attention to the phone line, please. Hello? Okay, we're going to cut it again. Caller, when you call, you cannot be listening to the radio to hear me say hello. You have to listen to the phone line. Yeah, it may be the first time that you're calling, so we'll excuse that. But when you call, you've got to pay attention to, because I've tuned in 2 occasions, and what we're hearing is what was taking place on the program about a couple minutes ago. It's way back. A couple minutes ago is what we're hearing playing in the background, and you're not speaking. So when you call, you can't be there with the phone like that. You have to have the phone here. You have to speak to us. Yeah? Nice. Yeah, talk to us. So we have a call online. Hello, good night. Hello? You see, same thing. Same thing again. So don't worry, you'll catch up and you'll hear the thing just now, man. Yeah. So yeah. So these are some of the challenges, but whatever takes place in the United States, economy-wise, is going to have an effect here in Grenada. Yeah, there will be an effect here in Grenada. So a lot of the items, we may see them increasing in cost. For us as Grenadians, it's going to be increasing in cost. What measures is the present administration taking on the economic front to protect Grenadians? We're already seeing significant rises in different chicken parts, significant increases in all those things. We'll have to wait a while to see the first CPI for this year, the Consumer Price Index, to see if the cost of basic food items have gone up further, because they've been going up all year last year. You've been seeing going up by 2% and 4% and 5%, and so basic food items kept increasing throughout 2024, contrary to what the government would have you believe, that the cost of things are going down. No, that wasn't the case at all. The cost of stuff has been going up. Yeah, and their own consumer price index that they produce and they put out is saying that. It's saying that the price of food, but you don't even need the consumer price index. You as the consumer, take your index and go and point it out in the supermarket, go and point the price in the supermarket, because you will be able to tell that the price of foodstuff has been going up. Every time you go, you realize it's at 10 cents here, at 50 cents there, these kind of things. We have a call online. Hello, good night.
Yeah, good night, Mr. Scott. Salute.
Hey, good night, brother. Just move away from the noise in the background, please.
I have a question.
Move away from the noise in the background, please, because it's coming through kind of. Yeah, okay.
You hear me better? Yeah.
You seem to be okay where you are now. Go right ahead.
All right. Well, the last caller said something about the oil deal, right?
Well,
so I want to ask now.
The Americans, and they're going to start back drilling. There was a ban on drilling and fracking and that kind of thing. And President Trump has removed that. He said drill. Drill, baby.
Right. So I wanted to ask now, what is the status of the talked about oil deal in Grenada here? Because he was so hot before, and then we don't hear nothing about it again.
My name is Sheldon Scott, not Deacon Mitchell.
I know.
I can't say.
I'm just asking a question, you know.
No. I understand where you're coming from, and indeed you are quite correct. It is an issue that we need to raise with the powers that be, because again, you've had a situation where the Prime Minister of this country, when challenged by the Honorable Gregory Bowen, who exposed his lies and vindictiveness for what it was. Yes, Deacon Mitchell is a vindictive and a liar, and he exposed it for what it was. Deacon Mitchell came on television and the internet and radio, and he said to the Grenadian people that by the end of November, a report would be given. We are now towards the end of January, and Papa Jome Juk Jody not a thing.
But you know he's good at defending those things because he has a law firm, right? So I guess as much you try to bend the law again, you know.
Even lawyers lose cases and lawyers go to jail. So that ain't mean nothing much.
Sure, brother. Just have a blessed one and continue doing your good work, sir. Thanks for your feedback.
Thank you very much, brother.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. And folks, we have another call online. Hello, good night. Hello, good night. I think that's the same caller calling on another line now. Hello, good night. Yeah, we got to. No, we can't. We just there saying good night, and we can't do anything about it. Yeah? Hello, good night. Hello, good night. Hello? And I know there's not a problem on my end because each of the lines that I've answered there, we've spoken to people for the night on them already. So we know all of those lines are working properly. We've been able to have conversations with folks on all the lines. So the problem definitely can't be on our end. Let's just make sure here. Let's just make sure next thing. Let me make sure I put this a little day and put that a little day. Right. So folks, let's try again. Let me see if I'll get you there. Nice. Right. Because I think the problem, let me see if the problem is on my end or if the problem is on your end. I increased the volume of what is going over to you all. So let's see if that will solve the problem. Yeah? 440-7377. I'll let somebody call and was able to speak to them. 440-7377. 347-329-3101. Let's go to the phone line. Hello, good night. Hi, good night, caller.
Cut all the drilling.
Hello.
Prices went up. If I gotta transport my goods,
hello.
I gotta pay more for fuel. When I pay more.
Okay. All right. Okay. I didn't think that person really want to say anything, man. Right? Yeah. I didn't really want to say anything. But again, so you have that situation where, because some people are trying to give the impression that the government didn't do budget, so they just didn't do budget. No. You have a new president in the United States that has taken various measures in his view to protect the American economy and the American people. It is going to affect the rest of the world. But he doesn't really care about the rest of the world. He cares about the American people. They who vote him. He knows a lot of the people in the rest of the world don't like him. But he ain't even concerned about that. Listen, the president of the United States has said that he's going to take back the Panama Canal. You all know that has implications for us, right? Because it affects transportation. So if there's any military action, because I don't think Panama really has an army. I know they have a defense force, but they don't really have an army as that. Since the 1989 invasion, when Daniel Ortega, not Daniel Ortega, Noriega. Yeah, Manuel Noriega. Daniel Ortega was Nicaragua. Manuel Noriega, when he was deposed by the United States back in that time. We have a caller online. Hello, good night. Hello, good night, caller. Hello. Okay. Yeah, so when that happened, I think they disbanded their army, and after that they created a self-defense forces or whatever it is. So the president has said that he is going to reclaim the Panama Canal. A lot of the goods that you have in your house right now, a lot of the goods that you're going to get, a lot of those goods pass through the Panama Canal. In case you didn't know. So it does end up affecting in the long run. It might be automobile parts. It might be parts for your vehicle, yeah, your tires and different things like that. It might be household items. But it does affect different things. So don't think that, okay, you talk about taking Panama Canal, keep, half, and that is the end of it. No. There are implications for small island states like us and our cost of living. And we have don't understand nothing really and care nothing about it except how they go full their pocket and maybe use it as an excuse to increase their salary. Government, they don't really care nothing about that. So they are not even talking to us about the fact that, hey, we had the budget yet. Maybe we're taking a watch and see attitude in relation to what is taking place right now. And speak to the business community and tell them, because how do you expect a businessman with a multi-million-dollar company in Grenada right now? How do you expect them to deal with a situation like that? We have a caller. Hello, good night. Hello, good night.
Hello, good night.
Hi, good night, caller. Load the volume in the background, please, and go right ahead.
Hello, good night.
Load the volume in the background, please. Volume in the background. Caller, load the volume in the background for us, please. And proceed. Go right ahead. Hello?
Yeah, good night, brother Sheldon.
Yeah.
I want to know what's going on with the hospital. As Mr. Dickens say, that how the hospital would privatize or something. And up to this time of year, up to now, we don't know nothing. So I want to know what's going on with that
Okay. All right.
situation.
Okay. Well, we hope that he'll be appearing soon. All right. Okay. Yes. Callers, please. I just didn't want to cut the caller again to ask them again there. Please load the volume. Take off the volume. When you call in and your phone start ringing, yeah, please take off the volume in the background. It is throwing us off. So sometimes we're trying to listen and we believe what you're saying is important. So we're trying to listen to you. But we can't listen to you, to hear you, to respond to you, or point you in the right direction if when you call, you have your volume up loud. We can't hear you. Yeah? So let's try. I think we have a caller online. Hello, good night. Okay, that person's gone. 440-7377-347 329-3101. And if they're listening to the program, I know that they've heard me say it several times already. So please take off the volume in the background and speak to us on the phone line. So let's see if we have another caller. Hello, good night. Hello, good night. So, hello, good night. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yes, hello, caller. Go right ahead. You're live.
Good night, sir.
Yes, sir. Go right ahead. You're live. Caller, go right ahead. You're live.
Yeah, what's going on, man?
I'm good. Go ahead, man. Just go ahead.
Boss, you make me want to vomit to listen to this man. This man make me stomach upset me so bad that I went and I drink water just to follow back the thing to settle back my stomach, because this man talking so much. That man listen to himself. I don't think that guy listen to himself. No, man, he don't listen to himself. That the worst I see, I don't know where they get this man on them. Trust me. I don't know where this country get this man them to put what. I don't know what Grenadian put it. What kind of people they put to solve that to solve us? I don't know. I didn't vote for them, and I would never vote for them. I don't know. I don't understand. This prime minister say again he's the biggest seller of Grenada. I know I was an immigration officer, and the fact is that when around this time, you see cruise ship dotted the whole town, 3, 4, 5 cruise ships. You jump in, now you can't even see one. Antigua, St. Kitts, even St. Vincent, buzzing with tourists, not Grenada. Because why? He's the biggest seller and he don't do nothing, he only jump in plane like bird. Man, watch, tell this man and get out of this place. Like Grenadians, we have to do something to get this man and out of this place. Study the voters list. Talk to people. Talk to your family. Talk to everybody. Let me get these people and them out of it because they're wasting time. You know how much people are crying? You know how much people are meeting are crying about some of them shame because they vote for them. I never see man, Sheldon man, I don't know why. This man they make me want to vomit. Anyway, partner, take care of yourself.
All right, thank you so very much. All right, 4407377 347-329-3101. That's the numbers you can call to get on the inside. Hello, good night. Hello, good night. Hello. Hi, good night. Hello. Okay, yeah, we just ain't getting that call. Caller, maybe you need to call us on the WhatsApp. I don't know. Yeah, if it's the same person or whatever, you maybe need to call us on the WhatsApp. Or when you call, just go ahead. Once you realize that we've answered, just go ahead. Yeah? 4407377 347-329-3101. We've got a call online. Hello, good night. Hi, good night. How are you doing? Wow, something is definitely wrong with your call, caller. We're hearing a lot of noise in the background. We're gonna have to discontinue the call. Can you call back, please? Because wherever you are, there's an interference.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, there's an interference where you are. Yeah. So yeah, that caller would have to give us a call back there because something ain't right there. Yeah, something ain't right there. Yeah, and the thing is, some people are hearing me. Clear, they're hearing me. We're having a conversation, and other people, I don't know. Yeah, we have a caller. Hello, good night.
Hello, good night, Scott.
Hey, how you doing?
Good night,
Yeah,
I good.
Mm-hmm. So you see, you hearing me?
Sheldon.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. I've been listening to a program Wednesday on GBN. Apparently, they had the General Secretary of NDC. And this man is talking on government things. So I'm trying to figure out what does the NDC party as a General Secretary be doing talking government programs and government trips? I mean, that, I don't know. Sheldon, right now, I believe we're in a state of disbelief. We see things happening, and to me, some of us don't believe it. Like, for instance, look what happened in the States right now. You see a man going on a stage. This man do a Nazi salute, and people tell you that's what the man doing. That's what we're going on. We see nonsense happening. It is right in front of us. Our eyes, we see it, and nobody seems to have a word to say about it. They just support missing blindly. Nah, boy. No. Sheldon, we had to get up and do some protest. Serious.
My brother, are you an American citizen?
No.
You just vote in the United States?
No.
All right. Just understand that whenever you think of what is going on there right now.
But the thing about it is the people in the diaspora in that country, they know, that wants to come back here and vote. For they study what happened in there. Because I see what happened in there. Anyhow, Sheldon, have a good night, man.
All right, my brother. No, I like to look at things from different perspectives. And in the same way, you wouldn't like an American citizen to come here and tell you which government to vote in or vote out or whatever it is or anything about your local Grenadian people. Understand Americans might be thinking the same way about Grenadians. Yeah? Just saying it for what it's worth. Yeah? Just saying it for what it's worth. And we have a caller online. Hello, good night. Hello,
good night.
Hi, good night, caller. Go right ahead.
It's Sheldon, we're going on, man.
I'm good, man. You go ahead.
It's Sheldon, Prime Minister Dubai, is he already back in the country?
Well, it seems as though you're having a problem hearing me, but you just go ahead. Caller, it seems as though you're having a problem hearing me, so you just go ahead, make your presentation. Hello? Hello? Caller? Okay, yeah, you see? All right, not my fault, right? Yeah, I even had to pick up the phone inside here for you to hear what I'm saying, which I'm not really supposed to have to do. But anyway, 440-7377-347-329-3101. And to answer, I am not aware of if the Prime Minister is back. From all indications and from what I was picking up, he should have been back since yesterday. So he may be back. I do not know. Yeah, I do not know if he did stick in this with the schedule and he's back in Grenada or if he's still outside of Grenada. What I do know is that he has spent more time outside than in for the year so far. That part is sure. Yeah, 440-7377-347-329-3101. Those are the numbers. So you see, it's one thing to say, don't bother with them and we're not listening to this and we're not listening to Trump and we're not listening to that. But understand that some of the things that he has done already and some of the things that he will be doing will be having effects on the Grenadian economy and the Grenadian people. Yeah? There will be effects on us, whatever he does up there, economy-wise. Once it affects the economy of the United States, positively or negatively, it's going to affect the economy of Grenada. So you have to listen. You have to pay attention to what is going on there and then apply it in the local scenario. How does that affect businesses here? Businesses who are yet to hear from their government what measures are going to be taken. Businesses who are still waiting to find out what is going on. They know. Businessmen tell you they don't know. Yeah? They're hearing nothing from the administration. Well, maybe some businesses who chummy and friend with them, maybe they're getting the information, but the others, they ain't hearing anything. They ain't hearing anything. Yeah. And understand, when you saw this thing coming out, surprise, none of the media, I'm waiting to hear when the media ask President Trump about that one, the deportation or the attempted deportation or the intent to deport people out of the United States to Grenada and Turks and Caicos and so on. Still waiting to hear how that one going to be working out. Much better. Hello, good night.
Hey, good night, Sheldon.
Yes, sir. Go right ahead.
Hey, what's up with the houses in power that the government's supposed to give out for the poor people?
Well, I don't know what it is with your phone, brother. Or I don't know. You're using a Bluetooth device or something?
Yeah, use a Bluetooth device.
You never use a Bluetooth device when you're calling the phone. We can't hear you.
All right.
So I hear the word government. I heard the word government, but I can't hear what you're asking. I hear something about give out or something and government, but the rest of it was lost. Anytime and let me say this generally, when you're calling into the program, do not use you see the AirPods and them. Nah. The way they deal with the signal, it does not come through properly on the radio itself. So try to use the device itself. Just try to use the device itself like that. But once you're using the AirPods and so, and those other things, it gives a problem. Yeah, so that we can't hear you properly because it has to pick up the signal and, interference, all of that. So by the time that signal comes through, the AirPods, your mobile device, the internet system, then all the relays in the internet system through the system here, and then back out, people can't hear what you're saying. So try to use a direct line. Sometimes that's what happens with some folks. 44073, and not that people would know that, but I've picked that up over the period of time that does happen. Right? 440-7377-347-329-3101. Those are the numbers to call and get onto the inside of tonight's program. Yeah? So don't think that this thing was a joke or did they just say this thing about deporting people to Grenada and so on, All you think they're joking? Them man started to pick up people already. They weren't joking this thing, you know. They already start picking up people. That is what they were voted in for. So they're doing what they were voted in for. As Grenada, we need to know where we're going, how we're going, and what protections are being put in place for the Grenadian businesses. But more important than the Grenadian businesses, the Grenadian consumer. What is being put in place to protect and buffer us in the changing atmosphere? What if there is a conflict and boats cannot pass through the Panama Canal for a point in time? Yeah? What if boats cannot pass through there? President Trump has said 38,000 Americans die building there, and America spent a lot of money to build it. They are the ones that built it. And now Panama, after getting it back in, was it 1979, 1981, somewhere there, that Panama is now giving it away, and he ain't going through that. He wants it back. He taking it back. So all of these things, they are not just idle statements. There are consequences for you. If you're in the United States, there are consequences for you. If you're here in Grenada, there are consequences for you. So we must pay attention to what is being said. We must pay attention to what is being said and understand that it does apply to you as well. In your home and your access to this standard of living that you have right now, it does affect you. All right? And folks, yeah, I want to move on to another issue as well. Yeah, I think people hear enough Trump. I know certain people, they gone off the live until that talk done. Also, folks, a statement was made a little earlier where they were speaking about the laid-back nature of supporters of the New National Party. And I have to say that I concur. I think that by and large, a lot of people seem to be scared of this administration. There is an atmosphere of fear that exists in Grenada right now. You heard the honorable political leader speaking to that during the press conference this week, where she mentioned an incident that took place in Carriacou, where somebody saw her and they run up and hug her. And then when they realized it had a camera, they start to beg, oh gosh, no, they didn't take a picture. Oh gosh, no, because there's an atmosphere of fear. Not everybody like me and don't afraid nobody. Me ain't afraid them. A bunch of paff. I don't afraid them. Remember, last time NNP had 4 in the parliament, call a motion and no confidence, and nearly get through the motion and no confidence, you know. Even though NNP only had 4 members, they call a motion and no confidence, and they nearly get through with the motion and no confidence. Yeah? So don't watch it so. So these individuals that we have in office, right, I don't know why people afraid them. Listen, I pay me money and I watched this movie before. I know what the end credits of this movie does look like. I know when is the high point of the movie, and I know what the end credits of this movie does look like. Yeah? So I ain't worried. But a lot of folks are. And you see, it happens. I'm going through the supermarket, I'm going into town, and people stop me and they say, listen, Sheldon, I'm going to listen to you every night, but I can't call. Because I have a grandchild there, and they're in TAMCC, and I'm afraid they pull the local funding that they're giving them for TAMCC. Or Sheldon, I listen to you every night. So is the case with this, so is the case with that. But I can't call. I said, so why don't call me? And you could explain it better. No, I can't call. And the reason I can't call is because I applied for some building material, and I'm afraid if they hear my voice, that I wouldn't get through. I met a woman this week. Her name was removed from the seed program. And believe me, as a person in need, this woman, she's over 60, she's not working. She has medical issues. Her name was removed from the seed program. She calls a particular seed office, I won't name. She calls a particular seed office to ask about her seed payment because she hadn't gotten it that month. The other month it didn't come through. So she calls the seed office to find out, well, what is taking place with my seed payment? I didn't get through. Yeah, I didn't get through with the seed payment. So what is taking place? You know what ends up happening there? What ends up happening there? Okay, yeah. Oh, somebody tell me I was echoing. Yeah, I think I solved that problem one time. What happened there? They were calling the office. Yeah, let me get back to this. All right. So somebody just threw me off there. So I don't think you all should be hearing the echo again right now. They called the seed office. They gave their name and said, look, I was under the program. I'm supposed to be under the program, but I haven't gotten money in the last 2 payments. While they're on the phone, they hear one person in the background, she's a NNP. As God is real, I am telling you all the truth as it was told to me by the lady. She was taken off the seed program. She called the office to find out why. She gave her name. And while she is there waiting for them to respond to her, another lady in the back, not the one with the phone, another lady in the back shout out, she's a NNP. So NNP or NDC is the reasoning behind getting seed right now. You all feel I forget you all and what you have done to that family up there in Simoon? Because the now 11-year-old autistic child is still without the support of the program that's supposed to provide in support. And you're also bad-minded and wicked. Even after it has been exposed, you all don't even try to go back and say, let me go and correct the situation. Let's go. We made a mistake. Let's go and apologize and correct the situation. We have a call online. Hello, good night.
Hello, good night, Sheldon.
Yeah, much better. Go right ahead.
Yeah, I called to find out about the houses in Corinth, the houses in the housing scheme. What is the situation about the houses?
For what I have heard, quite a few are occupied right now. If I were to go by the words of the NDC General Secretary when he was speaking on GBN yesterday, he said that most of them are filled. I don't know if he's speaking truthfully because we know those guys on them already. So probably somebody from up that side could tell us, but they're saying that most of them fill already.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was just calling to find out about the situation about those houses.
No, you're very correct, my brother, and what you have asked there is a very important question. And I'm glad, that you have
one more thing again. I remember last year that they were speaking about the those people in Lacolum that they had us to pay for the houses up there. On the NDC in the campaigning, they were saying no, nobody have to pay for the houses. But the NMP was saying that they had us to pay give a little something when they was moving in so they can facilitate them with lights and water. But what NDC was doing now, they were saying actually that they had us to pay for the whole thing, for the whole spot on the houses. So what is the situation about this thing now?
Well, my brother, from what I've heard, as of January, the people of Lacolum have been approached again. A process took place last year where the ministry came in and it measured the property and everything and provided a valuation to the property. And now they are asking the people to pay for the property. From what I have picked up this month, and I'm glad.
Sorry, go ahead.
And I like the things that you're asking here because, again, that one had actually gone to the back of my mind, and I'm glad that you brought it back to the front because I heard just last week that the people in Lacolum have been approached and told that they have to pay for the property again. Yeah.
Oh, you know one thing? I don't sorry for them. God hear the truth. I don't sorry for them. That is what they wanted. According to Kami, I don't sorry for them. Trust me. They saying Kit was too old. Time for Jonah to go. No, they don't get in Jonah. They get in Shaq. They get in on Shaq. I don't sorry for them. I'm quite happy with what they're doing with them, man. I don't sorry for none of them. Let them feel the pressure.
Well, my friend, if they want to take the debt as sheep, if they want to stay there and take the debt as sheep, well, they can't expect anybody to go and fight the battle for them.
Well, that is what they vote for, brother. That is what they vote for. Well, and they can't say nothing now.
I don't know how people vote when they go in the polling booth. All I could say is this. If they want to take the debt as sheep, well, I can't. I mean, oh, yeah.
So let me ask you one more question before I leave. As brother, the brother has resigned from the NMP. You think that will have a negative effect on the NMP?
No, listen, in politics, a lot changes in 24 hours. I think I posted that sometime today. And something that may be a negative today, by tomorrow might be one of the biggest positives for you. And there are several instances of that in politics over the years. Remember, for instance, let's look, I'm not even going to go out of the region. I'm not going to go out of Grenada. And I'm not even going to go outside of the NNP. In 1998, late 1998, December 1998, Dr. Raphael Fletcher and Grace Duncan resigned from the cabinet, resigned from the New National Party. Technically, it meant that the government had fallen. You had to have a general election. So, because your numbers were not there. Dr. The Right Honorable Keith Mitchell, political leader of the New National Party, called a general election. And what ended up happening? People was NNP gone through that, is it for NNP, all kind of thing. And what happened? Come January 1999, the first 15-0. So something that may seem as a negative right now does not necessarily have to be a negative. And politics changes. What might be good yesterday might be bad today. What might be bad today might be good tomorrow. I've seen it in many instances in many countries.
Well, if that brother go back in NDC again, according to the old people, he have a belly.
Well, my friend, he's a Grenadian.
Try to go back with NDC.
He's a Grenadian, as everybody with his own constitutional rights to make his own decisions. The same as everybody in the NNP as well.
But I know. But you have to look at pride and decency. You have to look at pride and decency, no?
Well, it's up to him.
You got to look at pride and decency.
Up to him.
Anyway,
all right, bro.
God bless you. Take care.
Thank you so very much for your questions. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Because I had heard about that situation with La Colombe. But in all the other things that are doing in the background, it went to the back of my mind. And I'm glad that the caller asked about it, so it brought it back to the front, because I've heard that the people there in La Colombe have been approached, just within the last couple of weeks there, to pay for the properties in La Colombe. Yeah, so they've been living there all this time. They have the properties. They've been there, settled there. Some of them, how much years? Since what? That was since about 2009, 2008, 2009. Some of them been living there. Or 2000, I don't even think it went as far as 2010, 2008, 2009, somewhere there. And now they're being told you have to pay for the property and so on. Yet government even say, okay, you've been living there, we will just give you. No, we want money for it. Give us 20-something thousand, 14,000. Give us money for it. That is what they're going through right now. 440, let me make sure the lines are clear. 440-7377, 347-329-3101. And I've been mentioning that there's a perception among many that NNPites are a bit too laid back. And let me say that I find that is true. I think a lot of us who can call, and I'm putting myself in anything, a lot of us who can call a radio program and speak on a particular issue from a position of knowing you want to call because you're afraid the NDC goon squad. You're afraid them. So they want to call a program for people to hear their voice because they're afraid their friends who might be NDC supporters might make out their voice and people might start to cuss them, or that there's a benefit that as a Grenadian citizen, a born Grenadian citizen, that they are constitutionally, they have the right to receive that they may not receive simply because they ain't supporting yellow. Or there is a perception that they're not supporting yellow, because there are many people who I know personally have been supporters of the National Democratic Congress, and because they might have seen them talking to me. I know of one instance of one individual, because they run up and hug me. We papa, when they had to get assistance on that barrel, forget that, Where they see Sheldon Scott, they run and hug he up. Nah. And the thing is, that individual, as far as I know, is not a supporter of the National Democrat, the New National Party. As far as I know, from ever since I know them as a supporter of the National Democratic Congress. Not just them, the whole family. But me and them, good. I'm a real dupes. So when they see me, they're so excited, they come, they hug me up. Where mistake they make we? Nothing for them. And that's what they want to create. They want to create this situation in Grenada right now. They're trying to create this situation where people have to be afraid. So you can't come and talk to Sheldon Scott because you're afraid. You know how many people come up to talk to me whom I have worked with in the government service for many years, because I worked in the government service. And I'm not talking about when I was in the Senate, and so I'm talking about before that I worked with these people. And when I see them, I tell them hello and I keep my distance. I say, don't come close enough, because me and want them come and say, you tell me. When I say something about the department, you know, the ministry you're in, and many of them listening now, they could tell you that for sure. They could tell you that I ain't lying. I just tell them, I say, hey, step away. Because I ain't want them come and say, you come and tell me what I have to say, because I have something to say about your department. And when I say it, I don't want them to say, well, we did see so and so talking to him in tongue by the teller machine. Or we did see him by Farm and Garden stand up talking with that one outside KFC. You understand? I don't want them getting in trouble. So some of them, I personally, because I know the vindictive behavior, the childish, vindictive behavior of the members of this administration and their henchmen and women, their tuntun makuts that they have. Yes, the NDC has their own tuntun makut. A lot of them are online. I saw one of them who shouldn't be attacking anybody, attacking Brenda Batiste online. I say, well, look at this one. They are custom attacking me ain't care. Because one thing I know for sure, they are much older than me, and they have not achieved even a quarter of the things that I've achieved in my life already. I know that for sure. So I am not put off by them. I know that them just pelting stone at ripe mango, me ain't bothering with them. But the main fact is that they have this individual and others that they use as the online henchmen, that as soon as you are a vocal person speaking out, whether you are a Ziggy, whether you are a royalty, whether you are Andre Donald, that they go after you, that they decide that you don't even have a right to a living. So that's why the MP in Carriacou could sit down in radio station and say, we take the ad from Andre Donald and them. The only radio station in the north of the island of Grenada. And you take your advertising from them. Not because it wasn't reaching people, not because it wasn't effective in getting to people, but because your badmouth supporters, and this doesn't cover all NDC supporters, as I just say, I have good friends who are supporters of the NDC. And I continue to tell them, it's time to come into the house. Time to come into the house. All they wasting time over there. Time to come into the house. And all they know NDC is a one-term government. Them going just now. Them know. Watch. How long ago election was? That was just the other day, right? Or that was a good while ago? Right. NDC don't have that amount of time in office again. Them going just now one-term government. Let them eat, drink, enjoy themselves. But when they come around to you, eat them out, drink them out, vote them out. They walking around in Hermitage and Riverside. Eat them out, drink them out, vote them out. Yeah, I'm telling you what to do them. So them do along again. I want some government. Oh, this one going from NNP. And then, to compound it, hear how dunce some of these people are. You create a fake thing, put out in the name of Kate Lewis, as though the party is saying that, as if the party, which had a press conference going on at the point in time, go and stay quiet on that issue and let people feel that Kate gone. So you ain't no Kate go in parliament and talk, and she going to sit down on the NNP side and she going to talk. So you ain't know that when the NNP have activities, you won't see Sister Kate in the activities and so on. But you see, they don't respect your intelligence. They don't. So they put out that and say, let me see how much of them I could fool. Well, them people and them stupid. Let me see how much of them I could fool. That's the kind of attitude of these individuals. They don't respect your intelligence. We have a call online. Hello, good night. Hello, good night. Hi, good night, caller. Go right ahead.
Yes, good night, Brother Sheldon.
Yes, go right ahead.
I hardly hearing you, but listen, I think the best persons to answer the Lacaloom situation are the persons there at Lacaloom. But one query that I have, and one concern that I have, with the past arrangement with the Ministry of Housing, with regards to the houses at Lacaloom. Now, that was, and I want people to remember that the 2008 NDC, when they came in, when they won the election, and came into office. Now, they had promised the people that if they would vote for them, they would get, access to the houses. I could remember that we, the PD12 PD group, polling division group, was given the responsibility after Ivan to find out all the persons who were relocated or without having a house.
Or dislocated.
After the house has been destroyed.
People who were dislocated.
We gave a list of the names of persons who was displaced and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And the people were promised that they were going to be given a house or access to a house up there. The NDC came in during the campaign, promised the persons that they were going to get a house. They did get the house, unfinished. That's why we are having all this swap problem. This thing is not even yet fixed. That's another case. Now, what I understood is that when the people they sign a document, and I keep on asking them, why did they have to sign that document? Right? Some of them wanted to fly in NNP faces. NNP face just, recent time. Right? Now, the land situation up there now, as far as I understood, that the persons would be buying or purchasing the land right to the front of the building. That's why I'm saying that somebody from Lacole need to call, because I don't know the facts, all the facts. But
Pastor,
what I understand is that the
Pastor, you hearing
is
me?
belonging to the Krong.
Pastor,
right? Krong lands.
Let me see, Pastor. Hey? So you're saying it's not the property that the house is on, they're asking them to purchase the piece of land in front of it?
Well, that's what, as far as I understood, because just yesterday I guess somebody arrived and we were talking about that, and the lady was saying, Pastor, the house, the land, not what the house is on, the land that is at the front, right, of the. Well, I find that so funny. That's why I'm asking somebody from Lacalum to call and straighten that out, because I might be giving out wrong information. Right?
Yeah, we had to confirm that. But go right ahead.
Yes, but that's what I understood is taking place. So it's not really. So I'm asking the question: what is happening to the house and the land where the house is at? Yeah, because the people paid the $3,000. Some of them paid that for that, and start altering the house and all of that. And according to the document that I read, that they're not supposed to interfere with the infrastructure of the house. But all of that, and that's why I'm saying Honorable Delma Thomas is one of the persons that is responsible for that, because she was at the helm of this whole thing, right? Now, with regards to the current housing scheme, just last night somebody called me and asked me if I've ever been to the housing scheme up there. I said, no. The person said to me, listen, on a Sunday, go up there at Current and see the kind of vehicles, the kind of persons that is coming out from that place up there. Listen, this government, my cousin is the Prime Minister of. I don't understand, and I want, Honorable Prime Minister Dickon, I don't know what's going on with you, sir. You need to come to the people and be honest and be clear with us, because things are not going on as it ought to be. And that's the reason, and I'm sure that's the reason why you didn't get an offer for houses when you went to China. I've heard nothing mentioned about houses when the last visit to China. The China government is not stupid, yeah? They're not stupid. They wouldn't let go houses in your hand anymore, yeah? So the kind of life that is living up there, the poor, vulnerable, and middle-class people should be the ones occupying those houses. Come on. I'm sick of this thing. This is really and truly, and the Grenadian people, you need to get up, and I'm not saying as the last caller, I am sorry for you. I'm sorry for the decision that you have made, and I'm sorry for what you are experiencing right now. All of us going through the same thing. You know, I'm not going to say join persons are saying it's good for them. No, I'm not saying that, because these are the same persons I am looking forward to support the new National Party in the new transformation period that we're up to. We need them. So we have to be compassionate. We have to sorry that they make that choice that they made. All right, my brother?
All right. Thank you so very much.
Have a good night.
All right. Thank you. Yes, indeed. 440-7377, 347-329-3101. Yeah. You see, we call them out on convention. They come out and say, no, they have convention coming. Well, you go to appeal for convention. All you feel, all you have a chance with it. All you go. Go on and appeal. Go on. Yeah. Go on, Papa. Go on and appeal. Go on, Papa. Go on up there. NNPites, the time has come for us to speak out. Cannot continue to remain silent and allow our country to continue going down the trajectory that it's going down right now, where only the chosen few are the ones who benefit significantly from anything taking place in Grenada, while the average Grenadian catching their nenen. Yeah? I spoke to a gentleman this afternoon in relation to, he has a piece of property. You know where Dynamite Disco is in the Limes there? You know there's some people living on the hill up behind there. And since October, they come and they dig up the road by him. October, they dig up the road by him. And we know we had a lot of rain since, yeah. So they dig up the road by him since October. And they ain't come back since then. They just dig up the road. That's what they do. So apparently, they find they didn't have enough potholes in the main road. So they went to the side road up by this gentleman there, and they go and they dig up the road up by he too and leave it like that since October. Handy, go and fix the place. You're running all over the island. You're trying to save everybody. Yeah, trying to save everybody. Go and fix the road up behind Dynamite Disco up on the top there. But then people are forgetting the name that is called that particular area. They have a name for that area. And it's slipping me right now. Since this evening, it's slipping me. It's not Guankai. Guankai is down my side. Yeah? But they may find, well, other places have potholes, so let me give them some pothole up here. So they go and they dig up the road there and leave it like that since October till now. Yeah? Go and fix it now. I talk about it. Go and fix it now. Yeah? We have a caller online. Let's go to the phone line. Hello, good night. Hi, good night, caller. Go right ahead.
Good night and Happy New Year. How are you?
I am fine, but you're going to have to go ahead and speak because you may not hear me when I'm speaking. So you go ahead.
I'm hearing you quite fine.
No, because I have the phone up, but I have to put it down now. So you go ahead.
Greetings from the Sister Isle, the troubled Sister Isles of Carriacou and City Martinique.
Bonjour, Mama. Just realize who's talking.
First, I want to clear the air. I understand that during last year, somebody would have called and said that they're not hearing me on Sheldon because I get job with government, I get back job with government. Well, I want them to know, and whoever is spreading that rumor, that this is completely false. Okay? I am a volunteer. I signed up almost 20 years ago to be a NADMA volunteer, and that's what I am. And be it who government that is in power, I don't care. I am going to volunteer to serve my people in time of crisis, whenever, wherever. So, who want to say, oh, Louise ain't saying nothing? I am compiling my information, and a lot is happening. A lot. We were supposed to get 50 houses before Christmas.
Well, 100.
Well, I think we get 2.
Louise.
Oh, I think we get as much as 5, much as to get 50. These people and them is a bunch of jokers. They're very disrespectful. They're very arrogant. But as old people say, monkey know a wood tree to climb, and time longer than twine. Anyway, have a good night. Thank you.
All right, bye there. Yes, well, no, remember the other minister said 100, you know. He say 50, but I say 100. And I wonder if I'll get 30. And we're not talking about the houses that were given by Trinidadians. Yeah? Anyway, Papa, yo. 440-7377-347-329-3101. But when it comes to houses, I hear technically that the Prime Minister of Grenada and his delegation get a tongue lashing in relation to the way that they have distributed the houses here. Eh? Yeah, that is what I have picked up from various sources. I cannot divulge I can't tell all you who. But all I will say is that I hear you get a tongue lashing in relation to that aspect of things. And that is one of the reasons that they did not come back from China with certain things. They came back with memorandums of understanding and memorandums of understanding. You sign a memorandum of understanding or something, it means we understand that you intend to do that and we intend to do that. So we have to provide this, you have to provide that. That's a memorandum of understanding. The NNP signed probably thousands of memorandum of understanding and so on. Yeah? But then, the actual thing itself, when that happens, yeah? So you have to understand, yeah, you went and you signed memorandum of understanding. I think what they said, 30 million or something that they get. One, that is how much in EC, I ain't sure. You have to check that out, right? 440-737-347-329-3101. Those are the numbers to call. Nah, I ain't going to put up that on the screen. Those are the numbers to call to get on the inside of tonight's program. Let me just read something for you. And this is dated Wednesday, the 8th of January, 2025. Attention residents of the Lacolum Housing Scheme. The Ministry of Agriculture's Land Tenure Regularization Program wishes to inform residents that a special meeting will be held in your area tomorrow, Thursday, January 9th at 5 p.m. Following the meeting, officials from the ministry will distribute cabinet conclusion letters granting permission for residents to purchase the land on which they currently reside. This is a critical step in the processing of legally owning the land under your homes. The ministry strongly advises all residents to make a special effort to attend this meeting and gain a full understanding of the process. Yes, so yeah, they tell them Lacolum people only have to pay for the land. Not just the land in front, they say the land with the house on. So yeah, excuse me, that I laugh a little bit too much at that now, and that's why that cough come on me. 440-737-347-329, and that's the first one for the night, so you realize it ease up now. 440-737-347-329-3101. Yeah, so on the 9th of January, they had a meeting with the residents and they gave them the letters for them to go and start paying to own the property and that kind of thing. They didn't need to go through that. They could have made the people pay a symbolic $1 and give them the property. They live in there already. You could have made them pay a symbolic $1, but you see, they want to be able to tell some people, no, all you ain't pay, all you had to go. Yeah, that is what will end up happening, you know. Some people might end up having to go. Now, when one of the callers called earlier, they mentioned a $3,000 payment that was made when the people were moving in. And at that time, the then NDC government said to the folks that were moving in that that payment was in relation to the paperwork, and so that has to be done for you to be able to move into the place. So that wasn't like you pay for the property, but it was you're paying for the processing, your documentation and so on, for you to be able to move into the place. That is what was told to them at that point in time. I'm going to check my archives and see if I have that in it somewhere there. All right, 440-7377-347-329-3101. Let me listen to a piece of young song again, Papa.
Everybody show them your flag, show them your flag. Put it up high and say happy anniversary.
So yeah, here the Chinese wasn't too pleased in relation to the housing thing. I'm still waiting to hear. You have Project 500, you had a hurricane destroy. If you had spoken to the Chinese and you know what you're doing. You see if it's Dr. Michel Ligode. Carriacou, let me tell you, Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell, the NNP team, had gone in China, and they go there and they meet President Xi, and they're coming back. When they're coming back with 1,000 houses and so. And they're telling people those 1,000 houses is for the northern part of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. So Petit Martinique know they would get their fair share. Carriacou know, I'm using the late Elvin G. Nimrod's words here, Carriacou would get their fair share, and the mainland would get their fair share. So you know that is what Dr. Mitchell wasn't going in China. You go in China, come back without house. People living in tent in Petit Martinique. People living in tent in Carriacou. You go in China, you don't come back. Well, let me say they don't come back. Maybe they didn't announce that they come back with house. But how you could go in China and don't come back? You come back with good wishes and memorandums of understanding. That's what you come back with. And some money towards a particular project. Every government go does come back with money from China. You're nothing special with that. We've got a call online. Hello, good night.
Brother.
Hey, what go for do?
We're going for the listen. The show unlocked tonight, fam. Alright, so
hit the like button.
Something I just bring up there, and I was fascinated about that too, about the carnival in Carriacou, the prep for carnival. So I
hope you're listening to the right program, because that was last night program.
There are people in tents, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You get me? You just mentioned that the people in tents. So
yeah.
Where's the energy for going and jump up and stuff? How exactly they looking to pull that off? And if they have to put together a committee and like funds and stuff to commence the occasion or the events, like why is that money not spent back into the in Carriacou PM and then to the north of the island one time? No, I even thought maybe like even if they had it like a fundraiser kind of thing, but then they don't need to have that because they already had the money in it. The money was already there.
But that
they
money,
get the insurance money and all that.
They say that money wasn't nothing big in it. That money done already, you know. That money gone already, brother. That thrift money gone already.
Yo, a million was big back in the day. A million big now, fam, and they had millions.
But you find out where the money go though. Ask the people at Carriacou and Petit Martinique if they get 100 and something million or how much million. How much it was? 14 million? What it was? Can't remember the exact figure off the top of my head. Ask the people at Carriacou and Petit Martinique if they see that.
This is madness, fam. Hence I'm saying like we need to people need to like find out exactly where the money and them going, like do the numbers, crunching the numbers and stuff, because them things go adding up. Well, you get me? If you put
ministers was asking certain contractors down here to go up Carriacou and become contractors to remove waste and all kind of thing. So some men partners make some good money, brother.
Yeah, I see that. I realize that's what's going on. They're greasing each other's hand, innit?
And they can't tell me nothing. No. They can't tell me nothing. You have me facts, eh? Right. Let it go.
The problem if you don't feed in the dogs will come back and bite you, brother. Them have to know that. So I don't know what kind of game they playing. I swear, because it's just amazing to me that so much people just kick back on this one. Like nobody ain't punching, like they ain't talking no talks, they ain't saying okay, well that don't make sense. You said that's a clear lie. Like you've seen the things. Sometimes I tell you, sometimes I'm wondering if I'm in a Truman show or something. You know? You get me? Or the people in a Stockholm syndrome kind of sitting, because these are the people that like they doing atrocities to you and you supported it. Like no scene is like we cool. Yeah. I mean I get Grenada resilience, you know. I know my people, you know. But this here is ridiculous, bro. This here's what going on here right now is ridiculous. The twists and turns that these people doing, and it's like right in your face. It's almost they don't care. So that's what I'm saying. Is like I don't think these people believe that they granted an next term. So it's like a clear shop kind of thing, clear and seal. Take everything they can get. That's why I've been asking the question. If the people could repossess their things. Yeah, after they come into power, because like the mats do mats in. You get me?
I'm not saying mats in at all, brother.
Yeah, I'm not saying mats in at all, fam. So I still come back to the Carriacou thing. It's bewildered. I'm bewildered that they planning to have Carriacou Carnival, and you have people in tents still. You have people that crying out for food. Like another thing that's serious too. They promised a program for troubled youths. For that area, and well, from people that I'm conversating with, they're telling me like nothing is going on from since like March or something like that.
Well,
you get me?
I wouldn't doubt, because I've got a friend who was asking me about what program is operating for youth and so now like that, and I couldn't answer. Couldn't answer. Not from not wanting to answer or not caring. I just did not know.
Did not know. They have no specifics.
Yeah.
So again, you remember the man's talk about making Grenada our medical hub or something like that?
Yeah.
I guess people are looking at it in a positive way that, okay, we're going to be doing things and queuing things and helping solve problems. I think these people making the conditions to come in and say, okay, well, Ray, like you're documented to take this, or you have a ADHD or some alphabet or something, so you need to take them pills and do this. I think that's what's going on right now here. The dysfunction is too much for it not to be purposeful, fam.
Planned, yeah.
You get me? I swear, like I wanted to call earlier, but I needed to calm down myself because I might have seen something off key based on what I'm feeling right now with the system. Because as I say, they're doing too much. They're doing way too much. Yeah. Any news home before you run off? Any news with the Nawasa thing?
No, I honestly didn't get a chance to check on that yet. Give me a WhatsApp. You mightn't get me if you call me, but WhatsApp me during the morning tomorrow. Just give me a reminder. WhatsApp to remind me, and I'll handle that.
Yeah, Silas, you need to check that out because I find that very, very suspect.
You know me. If I ain't do it, I go tell you I ain't do it. I ain't go lie and say, well, I do it. Nah, I ain't.
Fam, we always 100. We always 100. You get me? Man. Straight nation.
Bless.
You see me?
Respect my father.
Both sides.
Padu. Yes, indeed. That's my good buddy. Yes. 440-7377-347-329-3101. What Trump saying they know? He declassify Martin Luther King and JFK files in relation to their murders. Yeah. Had a lot of information. Let me see what we hear now. Yeah. Anyway, do you know what kind of thing? Papa, you. I just laughing. Wait, some people asking me about. No, I have heard of people. Some who wasn't contractors that became contractors to go up Carriacou and carry out specific tasks on the urging of specific government ministers here in Grenada. And others who might have had their little landscaping and that kind of thing, they were contacted by one particular minister and told, hey, we won't give you a little contract for X amount to go up Carriacou and clean that area and clean that area. And so get some people with you and go, and we're going to provide A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Yeah, so I buy, so I sell, but I have a receipt. So come and tell me a lie. Play some audio for some audio too. Tell me a lie. Now they must come and do. Tell me a lie. 440-7377-347-329-3101. We've still got roughly a quarter of an hour remaining on tonight's program. And folks, hit the like button. Hit the like button. Those of you on the YouTube, on the Facebook, remember to hit the like button. 146 now. We're going over 200 tonight, man. Come on. 8 something people there. Come on, man. Hit the like button. All right, let's get it up and running. All right, yeah, so so you have these houses. You have people in Petit Martinique right now living in tent. You've gone to the People's Republic of China, who in 2005 promised the Grenadian people, and the Chinese keep their promises, promised the Grenadian people 2,000 houses. By your own estimation, and anybody who could count estimation, a little under 1,900 plus, but under 1,000 houses out of the 2,000 that were promised to the state of Grenada have been delivered thus far. You're telling me you don't have the political wherewithal, the moral wherewithal, the sense to tell the Chinese that, hey, we know you all have built these. We would like to get some of these houses now, and we'd like them for Carriacou, we'd like them for Petit Martinique. So that at least, even if you put 20 in Petit Martinique, even if you put 50 in Petit Martinique, because it's 1,000 and that you have remaining. But instead of that, just abandon that totally. Oh, we're doing Project 500. Project 500, they even have 100 houses. Project 500 don't even have 5 houses. Project 500 has absolutely no houses right now. They're trying to build some mock-up houses up in Dunfermline housing scheme to show you what a Project 500 house could look like. So there are no Project 500 houses built and completed that these people have people living in right now. Yeah? They ain't had that. the Build Back Better houses. I'm very interested at the next parliament sitting to hear a report saying how many of the Build Back houses have been completed and people living in them. And we're not speaking about the prefabricated houses in Carriacou, in Dumfries, that have been put up there by the Trinidadians and so, after you all say you don't want no prefab house because you want to make sure businesses in Grenada could make money. And we're pretty sure that all the money that they got under CRIF, that gone. You see some of the friends driving all kind of nice vehicle and thing now and going and vacation outside of Grenada and so. Meanwhile, and I'm going to continue saying that, people living in tent in Petit Martinique, the clinic roof in Petit Martinique, like a sieve when rain falling. As the situation in Petit Martinique, simply because they didn't vote for the NDC. So they didn't win in Petit Martinique. So they're punishing the people of Petit Martinique. But Petit Martiniquans, if these people, after all they're doing to all you know, get one vote in Petit Martinique, all you have to create a next island next to Petit Martinique and tell the person who vote for them, go and stay there. Yeah, we go call it Petit Martinique. You have to build that, put some conch shell and things and start to build it up. You go put them next door. Yeah? Because that is what is going on. They're focusing on carnival, which means that funds have to be allocated towards the staging of Carriacou Carnival. Money that could have gone towards housing, money that could have gone towards business generation, money that could have gone towards fixing a health facility in Carriacou, money that could have gone towards the 4 remaining elderly people from Carriacou who are in the home down here in Grenada. That money could have been used to bring them back up, and I don't think a single person on the islands of Carriacou and Petit Martinique who have a heart would have been upset that those people got to come back up to Carriacou and Petit Martinique, or at least to Petit Martinique. I don't think anybody would have been upset that they were able to come back up and they have no carnival. And no one is saying do a carnival. I've never been to Carriacou Carnival, mind you, which is a serious problem on mine. When things settle down, I'll make sure that I go there for a Carriacou Carnival. Yeah? Parang, yeah, bad day. Right? Carriacou, no. Right? But I'm saying this. There are people living in tents in Carriacou. There are people living in tents in Petit Martinique. And instead of providing for those people, you go in China, how much houses? Ask them. I know there's a press conference this morning. I didn't get a chance to listen because I had to be doing some other stuff, so I could not listen this morning. Or I may have been speaking on some of the stuff that they said there. Hey, did they say how much houses they came back with? You already have an agreement for 1,000 plus from China, you know. All you had to do was care about the people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique and St. Patrick, and as you say, St. Mark and St. John and St. Andrew. I know people that lost their place down in South St. George. All you had to do was care about these people enough, to speak to the Chinese and say, here's what. We don't want to build the apartments. We want to build single places for these people and so on. And we want to allocate a certain portion of the remaining houses towards that. But you see, that is if was Dr. Mitchell and his team that went there. If our sister Emlyn Pierre go there, by the time she smiled 3 times, by the adding a 2,000 house on top of the 1,000 we had, Sister Emlyn gave them one smile. And she has negotiating skills, as have been proven many times before. Find the ex-Chinese ambassador, Madame Wu Bokian, and ask her if Honorable Emlyn Pierre do have negotiation skills. So I think you have the Carriacou James Athletic Stadium right now in no time flat from coming into office until that was ready. Because you have people within the new National Party that know how to negotiate. People that doesn't go over in Barbados and lose tens of millions of dollars in a project for the people on the West Coast that would have been able to improve the road network on the West Coast and then come back and say, NNP that lose it. Tweedledee and Tweedledum. They take a plane and they went over to Barbados and they lost They went and speak to the government officials from the UK over there and lose the money and then come back here and start to blame the NNP. As if any one of you, anybody there, stupid enough to actually believe them. Yeah? I know you all ain't stupid, and I know you all ain't gonna believe that. But that is what has taken place. That, my friends, is what has taken place. And that is the reason, as supporters of the New National Party, and even if you don't want to say supporters of the New National Party, supporters of Grenada, supporters of Grenada, you don't want 3 years from now, you don't want 2 years or a year from now, this time next year that we're talking about the economy crash. You know what is about to take place in Panama. Because President Trump ain't joking. He's serious. Came in like a wrecking ball. So he's serious. He say everything he say he doing, he make you signing. Yeah, do that. Do that. Do that. You don't like it? I don't care what you think. Do that. Do that. My people like it though. Do that. Do that. There are implications for us. Our government isn't speaking to us and saying, hey, we are keeping an eye on the situation, and therefore, because you have to look for various things. You know one of the things that we have to look for? And let me say this before I come off the air tonight. Because I want you all to put your measures in place to deal with this. They have said, the United States have said, that they are going to be deporting any person who is not a born U.S. citizen and has been found in any type of criminal activity. So either it is you're going to jail, and when you come out of jail, it's straight handcuff and down to Grenada, or not even jail, straight to Grenada. They find you, whatever crime, down Grenada. And this is a simplification of a very complex issue. Let me just make it clear. This is a simplification of a very complex issue. But they are going to be sending folks down. These may include Grenadians who may have been involved in various gangs. These may involve Grenadians who have been involved in murder, who have been involved in rape, who have been involved in all sorts of negative things, who by and large are going to be scooped up and dumped back in Grenada. That is not to say everybody that they're sending back is in that bracket. There may be people that just were not properly documented and they send them back. But we have to understand that in between it might be 10 people that not near, they didn't do nothing, no, they just didn't settle the business properly. But out of the 10, 8 might be like that and 2 might be some serious dread criminals that they're sending back. Who may then, well, they're home now, so it's to train others to do it and to get involved in that sort of negative activity again. What is our Minister of National Security and our Commissioner of Police and our Security Council that they say they have that has never met, the Security Council that they say they have, what are they doing and what are they putting in place for the potential danger that Grenada can be facing in a situation like that? Well, they say, best I become the Prime Minister. No, I ain't interested. No, I ain't interested. I don't want the job. No. Yeah? What are they putting in place to protect you and me? Our families. What are they putting in place to protect your mom who does usually sit down in her veranda and she want to be comfortable sitting in her veranda and watching the neighbors pass and so on, not have to go behind iron bars like some countries have to do. They have to go and it's about 3 or 4 doors before you could get inside the house. What is the government doing to protect the people of Grenada from ending up in situations like that? And are they communicating that to us? Or is it just a situation that is definitely above their pay grade? Folks, that's all the time we have tonight on Talking Points. It's been wonderful being here with you this week. And of course, in everything you say and in everything you do, do it safe and secure. I want to be back here speaking to and with you on Monday, God's willing, and not about you. Folks, remember, get the youth out to the youth rally, the youth convention that's taking place on Sunday at the Wester Hall Secondary School. Make sure the youth and them come out. And hey, let me warn some of all you. Some of all you know all you're not in the bracket of youth. Let this one be for the youth. Yes? Encourage them youth to go out Don't come and jump the bus and say, I come in and support the youth and them. Because you know what they're looking to do? They're looking to take the picture all here and put it out and say, you don't see them NNP youth and them? That is what they're looking to do. Let the youth come out to the youth activity. All right? Nice. Folks, as I said, that's all the time we have tonight for Talking Points. It's been wonderful being here. I am out.
Hello, Grenada. How you doing? Hey, partners. Me know about you know. But I'm a real Grenadian. Listen this. February 7th is a special day when all Grenadians should remember Sir Eric Matthew Gary. Eric formulated a plan, took it to the Queen of England. When he returned, Grenada gained no independence. So the vex and stretch him out. He was a champion without a doubt. We must now appreciate the good thing Uncle done. So let us stand up now with attention. Anytime the anthem play, and don't procrastinate. Just join with me and celebrate everybody. Show them your flag, show them your flag. Put it up high and say happy anniversary. Lovely spice country. Everybody show them your flag, show them your flag, show them your flag and say happy independence. To all Grenadians while we jumping up and waving that flag. We must not forget Mr. Anthony George. He is the man that designed the flag for we. Right now we say thank you, Georgie, for what you done for this country. Come and take a bow, you have the best design in the world. Everybody show them your flag, show them your flag. Put it up high and say happy anniversary. Lovely spice country. Everybody show them your flag, show them your flag. Put it up high and say happy independence to all Grenadians. February 7th is a special day when Grenadian everywhere should say a special prayer. Say a prayer for this nation, government and opposition, so that they could see eye to eye and walk hand in hand. We just had a big election, so it's time to unveil a plan to put back this country in position number one. So I don't want to see idling, I don't want to get no bickering. Let's continue walking from success to poison in everybody. Show them your flag, show them your flag. Put it up high and say happy anniversary. Lovely spice country. Everybody show them your flag, show them your flag, show them your flag and say happy independence. To all Grenadians while we jumping up and waving that flag. We are telling this whole wide world that we are proud to be Grenadian. So no matter what critics say, we ain't going anywhere. We staying right here and continue to build this country. Everybody show them your flag, show them your flag. Put it up high and say happy anniversary. Lovely spice country. Everybody show them your flag, show them your flag. Put it up high and say happy independence to all Grenadians. Hey! It's a boy. This place nice enough. All down. A lime juice by so. And lice. Sing nice boy. We gonna again. February 7th is a special day when all Grenadians should stand and say hey, 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 hooray. Let us stand up and take a toast to the island we love the most and keep steering this nation on the right course. I don't care which party you vote in or which politician you back in. Hey, now is not the time for any politicking. Let us forget about the melee, the old talk and the debate. Come celebrate with me on the 7th February. Everybody show them your flag, show them your flag. Put it up high and say happy anniversary. Lovely spice country. Everybody show them your flag, show them your flag, show them your flag and say happy independence to all Grenadians. No pressure can make us surrender. Grenadians is strong like the rock of Gibraltar. We went through revolution, invasion and Ivan. MLE brought so much much pain, and Grenada rise again. No one can deny Grenada is a paradise. Everybody show them your flag, put it up high and say